The Browns, I like the Browns when they made the trade for Odell. Slowly backed away to the point before the preseason. I said, you know what? If this doesn't go well, this is a team that's going to implode. I think you're starting to see some concerning red flag types of comments come out of this locker room. Baker Mayfield was at the podium after the game. He was saying, hey, we got more discipline. And I think that was shots fired at Freddie Kitchens.
Right.
Whether he knows it or not, I think that's the way it comes across. Now, Odell Beckham Jr. comes out with comments post-game as well and says, quote, I just felt like we didn't challenge as much as we could have. I think we kind of shied away from it. I was expecting and looking forward to it, but that wasn't the case today. We had a couple plays, but for whatever reason, we didn't do as much challenging as we talked about, other than whatever came my way, pretty much I caught. Whatever opportunities I had, I made the most out of them. I don't love this. I don't mind you calling out your coaches. What it does feel like, and I don't love this, I'll be sensitive to your case, he's more like, hey, it's not me. And I don't. When your team is losing in a team game, I think it comes across really poorly when you say, I did everything I was supposed to do. It wasn't my fault that we lost.
Yeah, I have a difference of opinion,
right,
oddly enough. I do think him saying, like, by the way, I caught everything thrown to me was a little bit. But generally speaking, I think what you have here is a guy that's just frustrated with the situation. And, you know, it's kind of what I said about the Houston Rockets, and if that having to go well early for people to stay on the reservation. If you wanted Odell Beckham Jr. and the Jarvis Landrys and the Baker Mayfields of the world to not be, like, chirping at this point, it needed to get off to a good start, right? Like a guy that's used to getting balls thrown to him, you know, 75% of the routes that he runs, and you're going to only target him on 24% of the routes that he runs, which is what he's getting targeted now.
Right.
You better be winning for him to take that dip in percentage of balls thrown to him, right?
Right.
Like there are 50-some odd receivers in the NFL right now who have been targeted more than Odell Beckham Jr. That's lunacy. So, again, if you're going to ask that dude to do that, then you better be winning games. And if you're not winning games and the recipe that you've laid out for him and the team isn't translating into wins, guess what he's going to start talking about?
Right. Not getting the ball.
Get me the ball.
He has the almost identical targets, catches, stats that Jarvis Landry does on the other side of him.
Yeah.
He's a better, like you should be. Jarvis Landry should get his.
Sure.
But Odell Beckham should be emerging at this point in the season as the clear front runner for how many targets are giving to him. I'll say this in defense possibly of Freddie Kitchens. The weather in that game was nasty.
Okay.
Maybe some of the deep shot plays they had dialed up for Odell, they shied away from, and they didn't want to get as aggressive. But that's on Freddie Kitchens then to go back to the playbook and say, all right, well, let's get him some short passes.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have to be long passes. You have to have somebody holding accountable the coaching staff, saying and keeping track of how many touches Odell is getting, how many targets Odell is getting. And if you're not there after the first quarter, all right, let's make sure, let's make a concerted effort. Let's get Odell involved because he is that type of player.
And you signed up for that.
Yeah.
And you should know that. Like there's a track record, okay? So when you sign up for something like that, you have to make the plan to deal with something like that.
Yep.
Here's what we're going to do, bro. To your point, Danny, look, I need you to check in with me every quarter and let me know what's up.
Yeah, and coaches have entire staffs. Offensive quality control coaches, lowest on the totem. Like he does the scout team cards and doesn't do a whole lot. Give him that job on game day. Make him feel really important because he will. And he can get in there. It's not a lot. You just have to get in his ear and say, hey, got to get Odell. We're at 8 touches. We need to get to 12 before halftime. Like something along those lines they have to do.
I would say that I actually liked the way that he kind of handled it because it wasn't like overtly like get me the damn ball. It was just kind of like we had a game plan. We shied away from it. I didn't understand that necessarily. And I really liked the way Freddie Kitchen handled it where he came out and said, look, we got to win football games or more. You know what I mean? Like, so he's not going to really address it. So, but they need to get on the same page and they need to figure that out.
Yeah, they do. Quickly, too, or else it's going to implode, like I was saying. Odell wears some sweet cleats.
Yeah.
During the game, he had his cleats on, and he had special goat editions made with real goat hair with a little goat symbol on them.
Yeah.
And then you know what he did afterwards? I'm going to pay homage to the greatest of all time and gift these to Tom Brady. If I'm Baker Mayfield, I don't know how I feel about that.
Why not? This is quite possibly the funniest picture I've ever seen.
Yes, we have a picture up on CBS Sports HQ of Odell handing the cleat to Tom Brady. Brady's face is like, this is the greatest gift in the world.
I know.
But right behind him, Baker Mayfield is looking on, and it's like the meme of the guy, the girls, and they're watching, like there's two girls, and the guy's holding hands with one, and the other girl's like the jealous ex-girlfriend.
Like daggering him with the
Baker
eyes.
is the jealous ex-girlfriend right here, and I think deservedly so.
Well, this is hilarious. And on a lot of levels. Like the fact that OBJ is paying homage to the GOAT by giving the GOAT his signature shoe.
Yes.
Is hilarious in and of itself. Can we agree to that?
Yes, we
like,
can.
You're not like giving him, you made him an OBJ shoe.
Right.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yes. You'll see the jersey swaps a lot of times.
Right.
But he's going, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one, actually. I don't love it from the perspective of it's a competitive, but it's after the game. I don't know.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I guess I don't have a problem with it either. I think it's hilarious that Baker's looking at him, and Baker's like, what the heck is going on right here? But I think even Baker Mayfield would be willing to look on and say,
you talk about a camera snapping at the wrong time.
Exactly.
I don't remember. Wasn't the weather bad in that game? Like, wasn't it raining? He
didn't wear those. He didn't wear those in the game.
Yeah, but right. Even I think just standing out there in the rain with goat hair shoes. Like, if I'm Brady, I'm like, these are gross. Like, I don't know how goat hair reacts to rain, but it looked
or how it
disgusting
smells
out there.
Yeah, or how it smells on them too. I don't know how that would be. Pretty sure those will go up in Brady's museum with all his other trophies and gifts he's going to get. Maybe it's a sign it's the last.
You know what? Like, what's the equivalent of that? I mean, that would be like.
Well, NBA players
it'd be like but this would be like Kawhi Leonard, right? Who's a really, really good player, young though.
Gifting LeBron
a pair of Kawhis.
Yes, exactly.
Like you're like, okay.
Well, you know what's true, and you just made it. Like, because I was gonna say it's New Balance. It'd be one thing if they were both Nike, but Tom's Under Armour.
No, it is like
they're different.
LeBron
brands.
would be like, okay, bro, thanks.
He'd be like, damn, these New Balance are ugly. You wouldn't like those at all.
That's hilarious.
Maybe we'll have to feature those on our Shoe Showdown. We'll gift each other a pair of shoes.